And our opponent wanted to play first, but I actually, well, he's got bears. Yeah, I think we have to play first. Now I wish I'd drawn. Okay, we'll mull. Um, yeah, we'll keep it, but um, we'll keep it. Our opponent mulled too, which is nice, but it's just not a very good hand on the play. But I don't want to go to 5. We really only need one more mana, so just 2 5 drops, 2 mana, Manalith, and Arachnis Web. Not a very exciting 6-card hand, not gonna lie. This is a pretty dangerous on the play keep, but I think it's gonna be better than what we could get at 5, so we'll keep it. I actually felt that we had a good match against this guy, but with a opener at 6 cards like this, I'm not convinced. When our opponent has Phantasmal Bears and stuff like that, we could be in big trouble very fast. We know he plays Stormblood Berserker too, so he could just have the nuts on us. Land is good. Okay, well, we're gonna Arachnis Web one of them. Otherwise, well, if I take 4 next turn, I could just land a Peregrine Griffin, but we know he runs counter spells too. Um, yeah, I think I have to Arachnis Web the bear here and just kill it. I don't want to take 4 too early. I need to begin to stabilize here, so I don't have a whole lot of options. Hopefully, if the Griffin resolves, then it can do something for us. Our opponent hasn't played a red mana yet either, so hopefully he's just off his color. We're off our color too, but what can you do? Okay, Crown is good against us, especially since we're planning on doing that Peregrine Griffin. Um, yep, we'll play Manalith. Okay, I would rather him counter the Giant Spider, so I'll play that first. And he didn't have it. Okay, that's okay. Okay, we'll bait him with the Elite Vanguard. And then we'll play the Peregrine Griffin. Okay. Um, could attack here, but no, I'm just in too rough of shape actually. Oh, maybe he'll just tap the Giant Spider anyway. Okay. Well, I wasn't planning on attacking anyway, but he made the decision for me, so we'll see what we can do here. If he taps the Griffin, I will trade the bear for the Vanguard. Otherwise, I mean, I could overrun for like 15 or something, but okay, he's just hanging out now. Alright, so here I'm going to play the Alabaster Mage. We're gonna we'll see what he taps. Probably the Griffin, I would assume. Oh, the spider. Okay. Yeah. I'm still gonna get in with the Griffin and give it lifelink. That'll just negate the Phantasmal Bear damage. So, yeah, I think that's still good. Sitting on that overrun is good too. Hopefully we can just keep rolling creatures off the top. He has a lot of cards in his hand, so we pretty much have to hope he stays off red, but he's bound to get it eventually. Yep, we're not going to trade since we successfully negated that with our Alabaster Mage. Okay, we're still sitting pretty good. Um, Land there, really not what we wanted, but um, I'm not going to complain about it. Let's see what he taps here. Okay, we'll get in with our Peregrine Griffin, and we're going to give it lifelink. So let's hit for 2, and we'll pass turn. He's at mind control mana now, so that's going to be an issue, but we have him down to 16, which means if we overrun, hopefully he taps his Crown of Empires this turn. That would be really good for us, but I don't think he's that reckless. We could have lethal very easily, and I could even Alabaster Mage too. It might actually be in my best interest to just overrun as soon as I see him tap enough mana. I definitely don't like how many cards he has in his hand, but it's nice that he okay, he's attacking with both. It's nice that he's off red mana, is what I was going to say. Um, that tells me he probably has another creature drop. I think here I actually do chump, so I'm going to stop the Coral Merfolk, and then I'll give my Vanguard lifelink. Well, unfortunately we're just rolling lands off the top now, which isn't really what we want, but we're gonna have to um, just deal with it. So he'll tap 1 here, and we'll get in with everything, and we'll double lifelink. So we're actually going to be netting life. It's nice to see Alabaster Mage being productive. We have a nice out against any sort of Ice Cage too. So hopefully he's just sitting on a hand of Ice Cages. Actually, maybe that's wrong because he could just do it on our Alabaster Mage now, but that's okay. So we're getting in for 4, and yeah, we're at a healthy life amount. We're really going to like force him to play the mind control, and then we can overrun, safely overrun when he mind controls, and get pretty close to lethal because we're going to life gain a lot too. So we're still winning this, even with all the the land that we're drawing, we're still doing things. So Frost Breath, okay, we can deal with that. We're not going to attack with the mage. We're just going to hang tight. Alright, so now he's at Stormblood Berserker mana here. Fleetwing. If he attacks with the bear, thinking trading might be better. Okay. Just because 3/3 Stormblood Berserker is kind of a problem. Alright, well, we can play the Pegasus here, which is nice for us. It's going to make our overrun a lot more devastating. We have the out against Mana Leak, but we unfortunately do not have the out against the Flash Freeze. So something to keep in mind. Alright, I guess we hang out again. Combusting our guy, okay. That's pretty good. We'd really like him to, I don't know, get rid of his blue mana, so, I mean, I don't want to have our overrun walk into a counterspell, but we're not given a whole lot of options here. Yeah, I would have traded with the Fleetwing. The Bear, I think I'm actually not going to trade with. If he has the Berserker, we're just going to have to play defensive for a little while. Okay, Fire Slinger. And another Bear. Wow. Down to 2 cards left in his hand. Oh, well, Fireball is pretty amazing right now. I think actually the best move for us to do, well, he can tap a creature, so then we could only get in for 10, but we could lifelink them both. I think actually playing the overrun and getting a counterspell out of his hand, getting the flash freeze out, so our fireball is a lot better. I think that's actually I could just fireball his. Let's see. Okay, let's count. I have the red, so 1 red, and then I want to choose. I can't do 4 targets, right? That'd be too absurd. No, I can only do 1 damage to 4 targets, but I can do. Oh well, that's not bad actually. Kill the fire slinger, the bear, and deal 1 to him, or at least get the. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that because it guarantees kills his 2 bears. So that's the best choice we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 targets, and then let's see. Can I do? Did I do the math right on that? Manalith plus 3 lands, and then yeah. How much mana do I have total? 3, 6, 9 mana. So if I chose that, well, I can't choose the hexproof guy anyway. Okay. Yep, I think this is the best we can do. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 to those targets, evenly distributed. So we're definitely killing the bears. And even if we walk into flash freeze, we're still in pretty good shape actually, just because we have the overrun that we can potentially do. And it actually resolved. Wow. So that was quite remarkable for us. That certainly tells me he doesn't have a. Well, maybe uh, he would have lost 2 guys anyway, so Flash Freeze would have only saved his Fire Slinger and him 1 damage. So maybe that wasn't the best. Um, Here, I think I'm actually. Am I okay? He getting in with both my guys. I think I actually am. I'm gonna get in with both my guys. He can trade for the mage or whatever, but it kind of like forces him to chump, which I think is better for us. Okay, so we kept our evasive creature. Um, yeah, maybe that wasn't the right play because of the overrun, but we'll see. Yeah, we're certainly drawing a lot of lands. Okay, so we get in for 2. Still, even next turn, if I successfully do the overrun, it's not lethal, unfortunately, but what can you do? Maybe the trade with the Alabaster Mage wasn't the best move. Maybe that was a poor move on my part. I'm not exactly sure. I kind of feel like because it keeps him off Bloodthirst, and we know he has cards like Stormblood Berserker and stuff. Okay, well, we get the Lurking Crocodile here, so that's good. Okay. So we got the flash freeze out of the way. Next turn I am going to do the overrun, even though I could eat removal of some sort and he could tap my guy down. I still think it's just that time. Well, I don't have to worry about it now. So hopefully it's just not a flyer. It is. Um, well, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to overrun. Well, now I'm not. um, I mean, I could just overrun, get in. My Pegasus will survive. He'll be forced to chump. Then I play another Pegasus. Yeah, that's actually better. I'm going to do that. If he's got the leak, I can pay it. Hopefully he doesn't have another flash freeze. Okay. So he's going to tap one of our guys. I'm going to force him to chump, play another Pegasus, and we should be sitting pretty good at that point. Okay, play a land, so we can play for, well, he can't play Mana Leak anyway, so I guess we didn't have to play land there, but we did, so yeah. I mean, there's a pretty good chance we have the match here. I'm trying to think of some good outs he'd have. I mean, he has to literally, he has to kill 2 creatures, or else, yeah, he's toast at this point. 2 divinations. Can't even pay for the crown. He has to kill 3 creatures. He's just doing weird stuff now. Okay, well, we got the match, so we're on to round 2.